Hey everyone, it's Jennifer with stampwithjennifer.blogspot.com, and today I want to show you some differences between the clear and wood mount stamps from Stampin' Up and how to assemble each one. So I'm going to start out with wood mount. When you receive your stamps from Stampin' Up, they do come in the storage box if you purchase a set, and then there's a sheet of rubber where you punch out each image and then mount it onto your wood block. After I have punched my images out, I'm still old-fashioned, I like to cut the excess rubber off from around my image before I assemble. This is not a required or necessary step, but for me, I like to avoid getting ink on this excess rubber, which can then come off on my project and ruin it. So I like to take care of this at the beginning before I even put my stamp set together. Now, again, you do not have to do this. It's not required. And if you discover you've put a stamp set together and you discover, I really wish I had trimmed that, or it's crooked, or whatever your issue you're having is, you can still fix it. You put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, and then that will loosen the adhesive long enough that you can peel the image back up off the wood block, adjust the position, trim excess off, turn it upside down if you have mounted it wrong, whatever you need to do. And then you can fix it basically. So don't stress, you're not going to have ruined your set if you don't trim or mount it crooked or whatever. But I just wanted y'all to see that I cut really closely on mine. I'm very particular, and it's not necessarily a good thing, but it's just me. One note about trimming your stamps: you never want to cut with your blade at an angle so that it cuts into this foam. You want to leave as much foam as possible, because that's what will make your stamps stable and stamp properly and not have the rubber come off of the foam. I could probably trim a little bit more here. Like I said, once I start stamping, I don't want to get ink on these excess rubber parts. Okay, and then of course you'll find your matching sticker on the sheet. This one says "Laughter is," so there's my sticker. And then figure out which wood blocks go to which stamps. And I've already done that with this set. And another little weird thing I like to do is I look at the wood, and whichever side is prettier is where I put my sticker. And yes, I know I am weird. But I personally put the sticker on first, and then I place my stamp on the back. Like I said, you can adjust mistakes later with the microwave. And so I'm also old school in that I still prefer wood mounted stamps. This is not common, but I do. And so here's my reasons. When I'm ready to make a card, especially for personal, but even for my classes, I'm always last minute, in a hurry, in a panic. So I like to be able to open the box, take out the stamp I need, and start stamping right away. I also always position my stamps in the center of the block instead of at an edge or corner, so that I know if I just center the wood block over my paper when I stamp, it will be centered. And I also make sure it stamps straight with the edge of the paper. If the image is straight, then I know I've mounted my stamp straight, and then I don't have any problems stamping straight. So a lot of people prefer clear mounted stamps for this, so you can see where you're stamping. So that's my solution to that. Okay, now clear mount stamps come in this awesome DVD case. You can store it in a DVD storage container. You do not receive your clear blocks. They're sold separately. I'll tell you about that in a second. Your images also need a little bit of assembly with clear. By the way, this stamp set is called Best of Birthdays. It's available this year, and it's a 25-year anniversary stamp set. So there's some best of birthday stamps and one new image, and you can get that now. It only comes in clear, by the way. Okay, so here's your assembly. You pop your image out of the sheet of rubber. There's a sticker sheet. The best thing to do is leave the sticker on the sheet, so they all have a slit down the center. Peel this protective coating off and leave the sticker there, and then place that down. And then there's a protective coating on the back of this piece as well. Peel that off. And then match the two together. So you can see the shape of the sticker matches the shape of the rubber. And now your stamp is mounted and ready to go. Clear mount, I'm not as picky. You can see on this one though, I did trim the excess rubber off. I basically take it on a case by case basis, because I know at any time later if I decide this is getting ink on it, I can trim it off since it's not mounted to a wood block. So your blocks don't come with it because you only need one of each size block. The blocks are sold individually, or you can buy the entire set at a discount, or you can purchase a couple little bundles at a discount as well. I have this one with my huge swallowtail stamp mounted on it right now. And then this storage container is sold separately as well. So I'm going to pull out this block here for that stamp I just mounted. And this is block C. So they all have letters, and if you're new to clear stamping, you can build your collection one block at a time. When you purchase your first set, see which size block would match pretty much all the images in that set and purchase this one. Then the next time you purchase a set that requires a different block than C, you would purchase that one, and so on. So you can slowly build them up. But the beauty is you only need one block C because you interchange the images on the one block. So this is what I always do when I'm ready to stamp with clear. I get out my Stampin' Mist, which is our stamp cleaner, and I spray some paper towel, and I clean off the acrylic block, and I clean off the back of my stamp, because our hands have oils on them, and when they're dirty and oily, the stamp will not stick. Then, as an extra precaution, I go ahead and rub these on my pants. You can't see, but I just did. And then you want to kiss the two images together and hold for about 10 seconds. I am in Texas, and I know we have to do that. Here, you don't necessarily have to do that in some of the states where it's not, you don't have the same weather as us, basically. Once you get it nice and stuck, you're ready to stamp. Do all the stamping you want. 1 image, 20, 50, whatever. And then when you're finished, clean your stamp off. And then peel this off. Get your nail up under that sticker. And you can place your next image on here and go to town. Another wonderful thing about clear is you can mount more than one image on a block at a time. So if I had a larger block, I could place this and maybe a flower, whatever the image I wanted to, on there and stamp everything at one time. Also, once you have all your blocks and you're just purchasing your stamps, these cases take up less space than our wood-mounted cases, so there's a storage thing. And of course you can see through this to see where you're placing your image, so it helps you with that as well. Stampin' Up's stamps are not see-through clear because it's the same exact rubber that you get with our famous wood-mounted stamps that the quality can't be beat. So it will stamp exactly the same whether you purchase it in clear or wood. It's just a matter of personal preference which you prefer. I think that's all my tips on wood versus clear. You can check me out at stampwithjennifer.blogspot.com, and of course you can get all these products on my website. Thank you.